2.
We have settled here. So that is how come we came up with the Anjuno test kit to show the quality of water. Thank you very much.
Yes, well done. I think this. Yes, you've done very well. I'm excited about your display and the teamwork coordination that I'm seeing. At one point in time, somebody started, someone took over, and everybody was a team player, and that's beautiful. The only thing I want to say to encourage you or to make you improve upon is the vocabulary. You see, at some point, you use pH of the water. Sometimes I hear PhD. So I think that you should be confident. And it's sometimes it appears that you are nervous, but you have done a beautiful work, and you should have the courage to present it the way it has to. And in presentation, you must rehearse. You must rehearse your part of the presentation and make sure that certain key vocabularies, you don't miss them, and avoid redundant language. Is that okay? But that's beautiful work. Thank you very much.
The little I want to say is that I didn't know whether maybe your system can be able to record the pH. You know, the pH of water is basically 7. So I don't know whether what you have come out with can be able to, you know, if it falls below 7, we know we are drinking an acid. If it goes above 7, we know this is a beast. So I'm thinking that if you can improve upon what you have done, so that at least it can come out with the pH of the water, it will be a wonderful work. Thank you.
They are ladies, so. I'm a data man, and I wanted to see a bit of the data that you used. Right. So if you can go to that data session. It's not telling much. From which year? Because I want to see the trend. I want to see the trend maybe from 2006 or something to see. Because you're talking about turbidity, purity of water. And we want to see how the chart or whatever you use go so that we can make inputs there. You see whether truly you tap into the data that was given to you, because the data that was given to you will give us a true reflection. You understand? So, in the fun aspect, don't forget that this is data hackathon. So people will come and want to know data, so that the researchers among us, if you want to maybe improve upon work and publish, they can do that. You understand? And not more theory, because talk about turbidity, purity, and I want to know whether your system can deal with the lead aspect and the other aspect, or only the chlorine. You know, when they say in our part of the world, when we say pure water, we are talking about adding chlorine to take the particles and some bacteria from it. So we want to see whether your system deals with these days that we have so many chemicals disturbing our water. So I want to know, I would like to know whether cyanide, all those things, mercury are there to it in your well. So if you do that, then we will know that at least our ladies from TTU is doing what Ghana Waterways can't do or have not done. Thank you.
Any further comments? Oh, okay. So just one thing. I think the data part has been touched on already. But then for your device, if we could get a schematic diagram of it as part of your presentation, so at least the technical guys would also know what is connecting to what. Just in case the device decides not to function on that day, they still know that you understand the whole flow of your connection, and then your expected results from that connection too would help having it in your presentation. Okay.
The water that you are bringing, I believe tomorrow you are going to bring samples of water here. And the source of that water, I don't know how are you just going to bring tap water, or you will get some stream water? And one other thing is that I wasn't so happy about, before you solve a problem, there should be a problem statement. The problem statement aspect wasn't too strong. When you mentioned that, how sure are we that the 92%, though they have improved water sources, how sure are we that it's clean enough for them to? I think you must support it with some evidence that some people are relying on tap water, or there are some households, even now, people don't drink directly from the tap water. And some of these, they are evidential things that you can say, or you can go into literature to pick that maybe you have read with citation that there is so and so people drink from this and they are having these diseases and all sort of things. They are getting sick, they are having this and that. So I'm supposing that you are not basing all your research on tap water alone, but you're also ready to also, because the rural communities, most of them don't have this. And then where they have boreholes, if you can have samples of this. And then so that at the end of the day, you could say that from borehole, you actually found this. Tap water, you actually found this. And so we bring different sources. And I believe that if you are indeed going to use these, then you must prepare to have samples of this by tomorrow, so that you do a very nice presentation for all of us to appreciate. Then again, the wires look so clumsy. And if there's a way you could also make it so that it doesn't confuse you yourself. I see electricians, sometimes they have a way of sellotaping some, just to make sure that everything it doesn't look so clumsy for us to see. Thank you very much.
Let me add this one. You see, you are given 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Make good use of the time. You did about 4 minutes.
Hello. Please, per the rules of engagement, when you pass your comments, that ends it. The mentors. So please, before due respect, you pass your comment so that they can. It's like you are firing more missiles. So let's encourage them. So thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for them as they take their seat. Team 2, please. Let's put our hands together for them as they take their seat, please.
Good evening. Okay. Good evening. So this is Team Bravo, and I'm Asian Richard, the team captain. This is Okan Samuel, Ama Isaac, and Thomas Numochu. And our topic was, or is, what topic? An assessment of the impact of economic sectors on poverty and economic growth, the innovative and technological. One type in here. Okay, next week. Go to the next week. So our objectives are to identify and analyze the effects of economic sectors on poverty eradication and economic growth, to provide technological solutions to alleviate poverty and increase economic growth as well. Achieving sustainable economic growth and poverty eradication are key targets within the Sustainable Development Goals, that's SDG 1 and SDG 8. Research shows that in Ghana, contribution of industry, agriculture, and services sectors are pivotal to the economic stability and poverty reduction. This study aims to assess the role each sector plays in driving growth, alleviating poverty, and examining their respective impacts on gross domestic products. By analyzing this sectorial contribution, this research will highlight areas for policy enhancement and strategic investment to foster inclusive growth and sustainable development. So our statement of problem was to base on the Ghana's economy. We took the main economic sectors, that the industry, agriculture, and the services sector as well. So we are looking at their contribution to the economy, that's the GDP. And with that, we will look at their annual growth by year, the employment rate, the educational level in each sectors, and the poverty or the multidimensional poverty in each sectors as well. With that, we will look at the sectors which is contributing more and the less. So based on this contribution, we will make recommendation or we will make solutions to that. So our data source, we took data from the StatsBank, that's the link to the data, and World Bank as well. So this is a dashboard for the three sectors that we are mainly talking about. That's the agriculture, the industry, and the service. When you look at the employment rates, we can see that the industry rate has the lowest employment rate in Ghana here. But for agriculture and services, they have let's say they have been fluctuating for a while, but mainly the service has been leading at the employment rate. And when you look at the annual growth of the sectors, you can see from 2016 to 2019, the industry rate or the annual growth of the industry sector rose very high and then came down in a sharp distance. So when go to the contributions. We based on the employment rate and the annual growth, we also look at their contributions. When you look at the employment rate, we can see that industry has the lowest employment rate here. But when their contribution to the economy, it contributes more than the agriculture. So based on this, we look at the educational background and their poverty indicators. So the intensity of poverty actually means that those people who are poor. So when you look at the poor people in the sectors, we can see from the diagram, we can see that the agriculture sector has more poor people than all the sectors. The incidence is the poor people, and the intensity is the depth of the poor. That's those poor, how poor are the poor people. So that's the intensity and the incidence. So looking at this, we make a conclusion, or the conclusion that we are making, or the recommendation that we are making is we are bringing up a website to the agriculture sector to help improve them, educate them, and encourage more people to come into this sector to help improve that sector. Whilst this sector is improving, it means they are also be contributing to the economy. So at this juncture, I'll call upon the
Okay, thanks. So with the digital platform we decided to bring on board, unfortunately we couldn't project, but then it has some key features. Oh shit. So when you look at here, we have the resource hub. The resource hub, anyone who wants to venture into agriculture, when you click on this, you'll be able to access information over there. It provides information on pest control and farm management. So right now we are able to upload some videos over there for those that are uneducated, because our target isn't only the educated, but also we're looking at the uneducated, those that cannot read and write. How would we be able to help them in terms of education? So they can log in there and then watch some videos on farm management practice. Go back. Then we also have the market access. Okay, so these are some of the videos that we've been able to upload into the website. Go back. So here, we also have the training and capacity building. When you log on onto this site, you'll be able to find materials that will help you to be educated as far as farming is concerned. And then we have the market access. This one will give any investor the trend in market and demand for goods for them to make an informed decision. Thank you. So thank you for the presentation. I think I wanted to see maybe whether there might be a hotspot analysis of where poverty rates might be high. Concentration of this one, but I didn't see anything like that. So I'm thinking that if you can introduce that, maybe policy makers can be able to know where exactly they can tackle poverty, or if they want to make intervention for the rates of poverty, they can also do so. So that is what I have.
Your intro, it said research shows. I was expecting some reference there. Just can't just make research shows that one is like, I want to say that all of you we want to know that. And I have a problem when I see people conducting work on impact. Is it when you want to do impact analysis, there should be part analysis to show that this caused this, that, and that led to that. The way at times we do impact analysis, or no problem, I'll skip that. But when you say poverty, poverty, because I've done the work, the poverty, there should be some benchmarks. Poverty is relative. So when you want to define poverty, it should be a benchmark. If the person like the one, if the person has TV, has fridge, has this, then there will be a benchmark. You can't just say poverty. If so, there's somebody, if he doesn't have car, he's poor. Somebody to fridge, so there should be a benchmark. Are you understanding? Because as a judge, these are some of the things we will be checking. So thank you, buddy. You have done well. Okay.
Yeah, so that's a nice presentation. I want to follow up from what Dr. Aite said. Yes, you have, can I see your, or it's off? I can't see it anymore. Where you have the intensity of poverty. So that's where the hotspot thing comes in, intensity of poverty. And my second question is that, so when you talk of the poverty, you are linking it to education, is that it? Lack of education in their line of work. Okay, so how useful would your software be to these farmers, most of which have not even seen computer before? And I want to know if there is a policy direction, because some of these things, you have come out with something, but in the policy direction, you may offer certain advice how this good innovation can reach those farmers in those villages who actually do not have access to internet or anything like this. So I think that's where your policy direction would, because the government may have the resources to do that. So I'm thinking you should think in that direction so that you come out with something good, but you should also offer recommendations so that this can get to them. You understand what I'm saying? Thank you very much.
My observation is about the content of the presentation. It's too wordy. Try and limit the words. So, and then also by turning to face the projector to read, turning your back to the audience is not the best. So you can either view it from the laptop, and so you face the audience and then present freely, okay? It looks as if you are standing up a little. You have to relax and present. That will give you the scores. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for them. Oh, appreciate them, please. So as they said, the test is too much. Minimize it. Thank you very much. Theme number 3, please. Let's put our hands together for them.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Prince from Team Explorers. Okay, so we are here this evening to present to you on the on a topic we are tackling. We are tackling urban growth and environmental issues to build sustainable cities and communities in Ghana using Intelligence Hub. And we focus on the SDG Goal 11, which state that we should bring out solutions for smart cities to improve urban planning and resource management, analyze data to suggest improvement in infrastructure and services in urban and rural areas, and also develop tools to monitor environmental sustainability and urbanizational trends. So we sat down and went through the data on StatsBank, and we make our inference. So with StatsBank data, if we see these charts, it is water sources distribution by region in Ghana, and we can see that some of these water sources are mostly sourced from pipes, and pipes were declared to be sourced from also streams, and streams are the main things in Ghana that has been attacked by galamsey. So with this, we found a problem that we are going to target. That is, as at 2021, 56.7% of the population resides in cities. The population of Ghana resides in cities, increasing the demand on housing, infrastructure, and public services. Population from illegal mining contaminates key water sources such as the Ankobra, Pra, and Ofin rivers, threatening safe water access. And also, we made an effort to introduce Urban and Environmental Intelligence Hub. That is a platform which integrates real-time environmental monitoring to detect illegal mining, resource allocation model to visualize and predict infrastructure needs, and urbanization trend analysis to assess growth impacts, empowering authorities to make data-driven decisions for sustainable city planning. So with this, we came up with this dashboard. And with this dashboard is a main interface when you open our platform. That is a UEIH, Urban and Environmental Intelligence Hub. With this Intelligence Hub, you'll be able to monitor the environment, which is by detecting activities that is degrading the environment. We use a lot of sensors, which we'll talk about later. And a lot of visualizations was done, or data was visualized. That is with the resource allocation model to predict districts that needs resources most, and the urbanization trends to predict places that is going to expand and therefore needs resources. And we had another model that is going to work on the demand for water in areas. Okay, so with the software tools developed, we tackled 3 models out of some of the models we spoke about. That is a resource allocation prediction model, which we use the SG Boost Regressor plus a TF-IDF, which is term frequency index inverse document frequency, which we use for prediction, and also another model which is also based on the SG Boost Regressor and the term frequency inverse document frequency. And finally, we pass a large language model to it, which will help in explaining these outputs from these other modules. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. My name is Imbro Aristotle, and as you can see, these are hardware tools and sensors that we are going to use. Okay, if we are building system to detect illegal mining activities that is degrading our lands and also our water bodies. What about legal miners? We also thought of legal miners, so those who will be licensed by Minerals Commission. So we also brought in these devices that Minerals Commission are going to give to legal miners to install in their excavators. So what they are going to use this for, we will install this device in their excavators so that the prescribed land or place that they should do the mining is where they are going to do. So we will set a geofence on our system. So the moment you go ahead or you go beyond the geofences, it's alert on the system, and then authorities will also take action. And then this is the process of how the thing works. So we install the device in the excavator, it processes, and then it gives data on our dashboard. The last tool is called discharging water purifier. We have also noticed that on the mining site, they use two pumps. The one that pumps the water to their sites, and then the one that discharges the water. So we are also going to install this device for them. And this device is going to purify the water, and then it will come out with clean water to our rivers so that it will not destroy our water bodies. Okay, so these are the policy that we brought together.
So I'm Malagada Kujo Felix, and as we are developing this AI tool, that is the Urban and Environmental Intelligence Hub, the users or the policy implementers of this tool will be the national government ministries and agencies, the local government authorities, regulatory bodies and development, and all this will be a synergy approach that will be used for system thinking. We will walk you through the tool.
Okay, so we want to walk you through the tool. Okay. So stand it to this place. Please let me just push it. Let me just push it from here. We cannot even see it. The keyboard is not working. No, but the keyboard is not working. No, no, no. Okay, so this is our platform that I would like to walk you through. First of all, when you come here, we have a place for you to report as individual. That you select the region, illegal mining activity image. You upload a video of whatever is going on. And as you can see, this is how the water purifier works. When you come here,